Amazon's grocery business model is falling apart. Even though it has a global lead in online shopping, the biggest company in the retail industry are being hurt by the retail apocalypse. A new study shows that Whole Foods, Amazon Go, and Amazon convenience stores may all disappear from the US economy. Not too long ago, Amazon thought there would be hundreds or even thousands of its grocery stores across the country. The company went big and bold with its diversified brick-and-mortar strategy, operating hundreds of Whole Foods stores and opening dozens of cashierless Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go stores in recent years. Unfortunately, they haven't lived up to those hopes, and it's becoming more and more obvious that Amazon's move into the grocery business may have been a mistake. During the company's most recent earnings report, CEO of the school Andy Jassy said that Amazon still hasn't figured out a successful model for the grocery business. Jassy said that many locations are about to close and that the shop is canceling plans to expand its chains until it figures out how to make them stand out from its competitors. This was done because the company's growth results were way below what was expected. During the pandemic, sales at its fresh supermarkets and cashierless convenience stores went through the roof. However, since the second half of 2021, food traffic has dropped sharply and the company's income is steadily going down. Jazzy's comments show that Amazon's announcement a year ago that it would focus on grocery sales and close its bookstores wasn't enough to stop the wave of store closings caused by the retail apocalypse. This is true even though the grocery market is a strong spending category and e-commerce is a strong spending category. Leslie Hansel of Riverbend Consulting, an expert in the field, says that Titan isn't doing enough to show that it belongs in the category. Amazon seller will soon stop selling groceries. This is a sign that the retail market is getting worse. Amazon is sending mixed messages about groceries. For example, the company's new CEO Andy Jassy recently said, "We're doubling down on groceries." However, it turns out that they're actually stopping the development of some other Amazon Fresh grocery stores and closing a few locations where they don't think they can survive and thrive in the current economy. Hansel said that grocery stores usually survive on very small profit margins, but Amazon has never done so in the past. A Bush Securities analyst named Michael Pachter told Reuters earlier this year that Amazon's investment in an undeveloped business model for groceries was a big waste of money. Retail is a tough business. They threw money down the toilet by pursuing Amazon Fresh stores, thinking they could brand a new concept and take market share from retailers who have been successful for decades. In contrast, the online shopping giant is now having to introduce several cost-cutting measures to its brick-and-mortar business. Last week, Amazon announced that it is postponing the construction of its second headquarters in Northern Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. This will be the second largest round of layoffs in the company's history, and by 2023, 27,000 people will have lost their jobs. Jesse said that Amazon is not done making final decisions about which jobs will be cut, and that more jobs could be cut in the next couple of months. At the moment, the retailer is closing 1/3 of its stores. Amazon is closing all of its stores in San Francisco by April 1st, as well as many stores in Manhattan and in Seattle, where the company is based. At the same time, Whole Foods Market, which sells natural and organic foods, said it was closing dozens of stores in 4 states. The affected stores are in Alabama, California, and Florida. A spokesperson from Massachusetts and Illinois said that the closings were caused by falling sales and continued poor performance. The decision was made public right after Amazon said Whole Foods Markets had its worst quarterly loss in 7 years. Many industry experts questioned whether the grocery chain would be able to stay in business. Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't have a plan for physical grocery stores yet, according to a retail consultant who used to work for the company's grocery business Britton Ladd. Amazon's biggest mistake was not integrating or expanding Whole Foods after they bought it. The Whole Foods acquisition didn't set the world on fire, and it didn't take market share either. Amazon should have used the Whole Foods brand name, but in the end, the company lost its nerve, Ladd said. It is a painful lesson that technology alone is not enough, he stressed. Similarly, grocery industry consultant Bill Bishop told the Philadelphia Inquirer that Amazon's purchase of Whole Foods may have been a strategic error for the company. Everyone is buying more everywhere, but total customers are actually down for Whole Foods. Michael Malouf, an industry expert at Earnest Research, told the Inquirer that Whole Foods isn't a terrible place that is hard to compare to anything else. Analysts at Retail Wire say that Amazon's grocery business may not last another 5 years, especially with the threat of a severe economic downturn. In 2017, Amazon bought Whole Foods Market, which led to a lot of investment in the grocery delivery space as competitors tried to match the service. The future looked good, but big grocery stores like Kroger used their buying power to compete with Whole Foods' niche, and the latter chain fell behind very quickly. Neil Saunders, Global Data Managing Director, said that the pandemic made it look like Whole Foods would continue to do well because of its home delivery service and consumers move away from physical stores. However, after the economy recovered, Whole Foods brick-and-mortar sales fell by 16% and only got worse from there. Another problem for the company's future is that as a big business, the brand has lost a lot of its reputation for buying and selling locally, which is something that I like about it. This leaves less shelf space for locally grown or made products, which hurts its reputation as a business that encourages customers to support small businesses. On top of that, its grocery chains are known for being more expensive than its competitors, and as organic foods become more popular, they are even lining shelves at discount stores. Customers are leaving grocery stores like Aldi and Whole Foods. Saunders pointed out that, to make things worse for the grocery store, its customer service is known for being bad, surly. He says that competing with Walmart and failing to stand out from companies like Trader Joe's and Target, which have built loyal customer bases for their private label products and already have consumers in their pockets, undermines the case for premium pricing, may hurt Amazon's grocery store chain sooner than the company thinks, especially since most U.S. consumers are cash-strapped and stick to what they know and are comfortable with. Despite being a tech giant, the retailer really didn't think about the competition in the food category. I think Amazon wants to compete where they can't, said Kamal Gujrawala, Credit Suisse's head of management during the grocery store panel. It was said that the company hasn't been able to win over loyal customers of other chains because it doesn't have a strong brand or popular private label products. There's nothing special about what they're selling, so it's a very middle-of-the-road idea. People want to go to their local stores to touch and feel the product and meet, and there's a big switching cost to go to a new store you're not familiar with. A lot of people haven't used Amazon's online grocery business because of the high prices and not being able to choose the product. If they can't figure out how to do that model and how to run this business, they won't be able to make a profit. Analysts had predicted. There's no doubt that Amazon helped make e-commerce popular and made shopping on the internet a time-saving, enjoyable experience. However, success in different product categories doesn't always follow the same path, as Amazon is learning with its supermarket chains. When a huge, resource-rich company like Amazon can't adapt to the tough brick-and-mortar retail sector, it makes you wonder how smaller brands are really doing. With the way things are going right now, it won't be long before a lot of other companies start making announcements that their businesses are closing down in large numbers and laying off workers, and the pressure to keep up and stay in business has never been higher. Warning signs are popping up everywhere, and unless Amazon changes its entire business model, its grocery store chains will be stuck in limbo forever. Share your thoughts in the comments. I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.